And thank you, Joey. Good evening from Menominee High School. I am Josh Kellner here with you yet again. Boys basketball action on your Bay Cities radio dial. 7 o'clock right here in your hometown radio station, 103.7 FM, WHYB. Menominee and Marinette, as you can hear in the background, the band is here. The Menominee Maroon Pep Band cheering on the Menominee Maroons today as they open up the Great Northern Conference with Menominee hosting the Eskimos out of Escanaba. Looking forward to a fantastic ball game today with Menominee coming into this one with 3 wins and 3 losses overall. Again, no GNC victories or losses as it's being their first one, while the Eskimos 2 wins and 5 losses on the regular season as they have no wins out of the GNC but 3 losses on their conference schedule so far. Those losses to every GNC team so far except the Menominee Maroons, as they've lost to Kingsford, Gladstone, and Marquette already. Their 2 other losses were both to Negaunee, and they have wins over Houghton and West Iron County. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here coming up this evening. Our pregame coverage brought to you by North Motorsports. And visit North Motorsports, the area's only full-line dealer of Honda, Can-Am, Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Snapper Outdoor products. From their friendly sales staff to their certified service technicians, they've got you covered. Visit North Motorsports at 3711 10th Street in Menominee, or give them a call at 906-863-5592. Again, the Menominee Maroons hosting these Escanaba Eskimos today. There, it's a little more quiet when the band is here, but it's great having them. They look fantastic, and they sound even better here this evening from Menominee High School. Nice little crowd on hand. The junior varsity game went a little bit longer than expected, and it was a victorious win for the Escanaba Eskimos as they won 35-33. As the Maroons were down by 10, they cut it down, and they just couldn't seem to get over the hump. They ended up losing that contest by a couple, but an entertaining junior varsity matchup which happened before we went on the air. So you have just under 10 minutes until the opening tip-off right here in your Bay Cities radio dial, so you do have some time to come on down here and cheer on your Menominee Maroons. Well, the Maroons coming off of a win last Tuesday to Peshtigo, 64-56, as the Bulldogs previously were undefeated, but the Maroons came out and they played probably their best game of the regular season, as 4 solid quarters defeating the Bulldogs, leading the way Adam and Nolde with 22 points for Menominee. While the Escanaba Eskimos coming off the loss to Negaunee last Thursday, 45-28 was the final score there against the Negaunee Miners. But it's a whole new week, and the Eskimos are here in Menominee with the Maroons hosting them, and it's a Great Northern Conference battle, so things can always change, and both teams looking forward to a fantastic ball game coming up here today. Well, I did have a chance to talk to head coach Pete Percolosi, so we'll take a break and head to that interview. And when we come back, we'll be starting to line up the national anthem and a little bit more pregame coverage all coming your way right here in your Bay Cities radio dial.
Esser Glass of Menominee has over 100 years of experience in the glass business. Visit the glazing contractors at Esser's for all your glass needs, such as general glass replacement in windows and frames, custom mirrors, insulated glass units, screen replacement, or frameless glass shower doors. Esser Glass is proud to be a Menominee Maroon sponsor in the community. Esser Glass at 821 7th Street in Menominee. Maroons, have a great season and good luck.
Looking for a credit union that truly cares about you and the community you live in? Then you ought to stop and see the folks at Bayshore Credit Union. Membership is open to anyone living or working in Marinette, Menominee, and Oconto counties. Whether it's everyday banking, a new auto loan, new mortgage, even a consolidation loan, they can help. And it's never too early to start establishing good credit. Bayshore Credit Union, located at 1514 Cleveland Avenue, Marinette. They're looking forward to meeting you.
Pregame coverage here in your Bay Cities radio down. I'll be joined by head coach here for Menominee Maroons, Coach Pete Percolosi. Coach, welcome back, and thanks for joining me here again.
Thanks, Josh.
All right, well, hey, back at it. It's your first time of the season with a conference game. We're into January already, and you guys haven't played a GNC game yet, and you open up at home against a familiar team, the Escanaba Eskimos.
Right, and this is their 4th conference game, but like I was talking to Coach Hudson, he said he'd rather play non-conference and get ready for the conference, and I guess we're pretty lucky that has happened to us.
Yeah, I have to agree with him, because especially with you guys, you play tough non-conference games, especially being right here in the border of Wisconsin, where you play some quality Wisconsin schools. So prep you for the GNC, because really in the regular season you play to win the conference, because it means nothing for the playoffs.
You're right, and that's one of our goals. We'd like to be conference champs, and Escanaba has always been a kind of a thorn in our side there. They've been good the last couple of years, so hopefully, we can get a step in the right direction tonight.
Yeah, over the past few years, it's been big-time battles up there and down here. Up there, one of the hardest places to play in the UP. And it always turns out to be good games, and it could go either way, and you never know what could happen, even though this year they're looking for their first conference win, and for their sake, they have to get a win to have a chance to win the GNC.
Right, they do. You know, they've played Marquette and Gladstone and I believe Kingsford so far, and you know, if you don't win at home like they haven't, it's pretty hard to win the conference.
Yeah, it's exactly it. To win the conference, you want to protect your home floor, so that's going to be what you guys want to do tonight. So anything is possible. Do you know what do you know about this Escanaba team that they have this year?
Well, we went up last Thursday and watched them against Nagani. Nagani's a real quality team, and Nagani really stifled them. They only scored like 28 points. I think they're a young team. I think they start 3 juniors, and you know, they have a sophomore point guard. So I think they're learning. They're only going to get better.
Same with your guys. You had young players in that aspect too over the past few years. When you had Marcus McKinney up as a freshman 2 years ago, last year you had Levi and Tanner up as sophomores, and they've really come to know the game that you play. And you know, Adam's just been coming along as well. So those young players have been really developing for you over time.
They have, and we were just talking, and it was kind of funny because what we say is the best thing about sophomores is that they become juniors, and there's a big jump. I don't care how good you are as a freshman or sophomore, it's still a learning curve. And when you get to be a junior or senior, you see the results.
Oh, you exactly do, and especially if they have a chance to just touch that JV level just a little bit to see the pace of the game and how much it increases from the JV to the varsity level. The speed and the quickness is completely different.
It is, and I think you hit it right on the head. The quickness of the game is so much faster, and we were just talking the other day, you know, like Andrew Layton didn't play as I believe one of these years, and he's kind of behind. He says, well, the game is finally slowing down for me a little bit, and that's true. When you just come up, the varsity kids are stronger, faster, and they're more experienced, and it all shows.
Yeah, it definitely does. And we can go back to a few games back. We'll talk a little bit about Adam Nolde now. You moved him from a 4 to a 2 spot against North Central. And ever since that happened, it seems like you guys have really put together a quality group, and they're starting to really play well together now as a team.
We're right. We're kind of gelling there with Adam, but it helps that Adam's averaging at that spot about 24, 25 points a game. And I just think we have a more natural flow to the game. And, you know, we put Levi as kind of small at the 5 spot, but we have 2 lineups basically. You know, if we go Levi with the 5, that's our small lineup. We go 4 guards basically. And then when we bring Tanner, who's been getting better and better in, then we got a little bit bigger guard lineup. We put Levi at the 4 spot. So both lineups have been very successful lately against some good teams.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about that. Tanner had surgery, so he missed a few weeks, and teams improve as the season goes on. Good teams want to do that, and you're going to have a player in Tanner who is a little bit behind, but it'll take him a little bit to catch up, but you can see he's gaining the confidence and getting better as time's been going on.
Right, he has, and I think he's getting into game conditioning right now. I thought he really played good and really rebounded the ball and scored. He had a double-double against Peshtigo. So, you know, I think he's there, and it's really nice having him back up to par.
Yeah, it's nice to have that and that depth also on your bench, where if you have to sit down one of your starters, you can actually go a few people deep this year.
Well, we can. You know, the last game against Peshtigo, we played 9. And usually about 7 get a lot of playing minutes, but we did play 9, and it's good to see the kids are working hard in practice, and you like to reward them a little bit.
Yeah, people don't realize you played 9 people against a team that at the time was undefeated and another good basketball team in the Bulldogs.
That's correct, you know, and you know, we have a 6'5" kid who's really active, has really come on the last 3 nights in practice, Robert Mann, so that would even make us better. It makes our practices better and makes the team better.
It sure does, Coach. Hey, thanks a lot for joining me. Good luck against the Escanaba Eskimos in your GNC opener tonight. I'll talk to you after the game.
Okay, thanks a lot, Josh.
And there you have head coach Pete Percolosi of your Menominee Maroons, and we're going to have the national anthem coming up for you right now. So we are going to send it down to the court and listen to the Menominee Maroon Pep Band bring us the national anthem here from Menominee High School.
Our national anthem. Please join along with the singing.
there you have the Menominee Maroon Pep Band doing a fantastic job bringing us the national anthem this evening. Well, good evening from Menominee High School. Josh Kellner here with you yet again. Boys basketball action on your Bay Cities radio dial. The Menominee Maroons hosting the Escanaba Eskimos. Pre-game coverage brought to you by Riverside Auto. Looking for a new set of wheels? Check out Riverside Auto, located on Highway 64. Whether it's a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, they'll help you get into the perfect car. All right, let's go ahead and give you this evening's starting lineup. We'll start off first tonight with the visiting team, the Escanaba Eskimos. Getting the start tonight for Eski will be a 6-foot sophomore, number 4, Ryan Robinette. A 5'6" senior, number 12, William Baraboo. A 5'10" senior, number 14, Logan Lamb. A 6'2" junior, number 22, Tyler Willett. The 75 rounds off with a 6'4" senior, number 40, Danielle Van Effen. Head coach Tracy Hudson for the Escanaba Eskimos, again for Eski, Robinette Baraboo, Lamb Willett, and Van Effen. Escanaba 2 wins, 5 losses on the regular season. They're 0-3 out of the Great Northern Conference. Let's take a look now at your home team, your hometown at Menominee Maroons. As this place is getting a little loud here today. Nice to see this tonight. For Menominee, a 5'9" senior, number 4, Caleb Kleiman. A 6-foot junior, number 12, Marcus McKinney. A 6-foot junior, number 20, Hunter Haas. A 6'2" senior, number 24, Adam Nolde. A 6'2" junior, number 34, Levi Kemka rounds off the starting 5. Head coach Pete Percolosi for the Maroons, again for Menominee, Kleiman, McKinney, Haas, Nolde, and Kemka. 3 wins, 3 losses in the season for the Menominee Maroons. This is their first Great Northern Conference game, so they're 0-0 in the win-loss column in the GNC. Yeah, a little louder here tonight. For 1, the Pep Band is here, and for 2, there's no girls basketball game scheduled tonight. So the girls can come cheer on the guys, and their parents and family can come as well. So it really adds to the atmosphere, getting some extra people here in the stands to cheer on the team. So the Menominee Maroon boys basketball team in action today. The girls will be in action tomorrow, hosting the Green Bay West. Well, the Menominee Maroons will jump on over to the left side on your Bay Cities radio dial. Escanaba will run to the right. Adam Nolde will jump for Menominee against Van Effen for the Eskimos. So 6'4" Van Effen against 6'2" Nolde for Menominee. The Maroons in their home white jerseys, maroon numbers, gold trim. The Eskimos are all black, orange numbers, a little bit of a white trim for the Eskimos with nice graffiti down the sides of an E for the Escanaba Eskimos. Tip is in the air and it's won by Van Effen, but it goes off of the leg of Ryan Robinette. It was hit so hard, it went off of Robinette's knee and sailed into the bench of the Escanaba Eskimos. So it's going to be Menominee ball to start this one off. Again, Menominee going to the left here on your Bay Cities radio dial. I'm Josh Kellner. Glad you're with me again this evening on a chilly night here in Menominee. Hunter Haas to the left corner. Caleb Kleiman swings over to the right side. 2-3 zone by the Eskimos to start things off. Nolde drives baseline, kick it over to Kemka, and it's nearly knocked out of bounds and stolen by the Eskimos. Ryan Robinette now center of the floor for Eski. A 6-foot sophomore is guarded tightly by Caleb Kleiman of the Menominee Maroons. And we have a carry violation quickly called on Ryan Robinette. As Kleiman jumped out on him, and Robinette did a little shake and carried the ball, and he turned it over. And so Kleiman on the inbound for the Maroons in front of head coach Pete Percolosi. He'll find Haas. Now back over to Caleb to the Menominee Maroon point guard in Marcus McKinney. McKinney between the wheels. He'll pick it up. Find Kleiman to the free throw line. Over to Nolde. Quick release 3. Right corner. Rattle popped out. No good. Kemka, good box out rebound. Put back up there and good. Levi Kemka 2-0 for the Menominee Maroons, getting the first bucket of the game. Full court press applied by Menominee. And McKinney jumps up to the free throw line. Tyler Willett now. McKinney still applying the pressure. He'll lob it over to the Logan Lamb now the right wing. And McKinney a little late getting there and he bumped him. Nolde and McKinney collapsed on Logan Lamb. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Logan Lamb. And Marcus McKinney picking up his first personal, team's first foul of the game. 7:06 to go. Menominee on top 2-0. Robinette guarded tightly by Kleiman. He'll hop across the midcourt stripe and roll to the left wing now, trying to lose him. And they're going to say he traveled this time now. So 2 turnovers on Ryan Robinette, the Escanaba Eskimos, with 1:02 ticking into this contest. Full court press applied now by Escanaba, and Kleiman is going to work it into Marcus McKinney. And McKinney over to Kleiman, trying to break this half-court stripe. And they do nicely now to Hunter Haas. Haas with a 2-on-2 breakaway. He'll try to pass it as he hops to the free throw line. He's fouled when he goes airborne. Wanted to do a jump pass to Adam Nolde, who was trying to set up to the right corner, and he was hacked by a few Eskimos. And they're going to give the foul to Dan Van Effen. That's going to be his first, team's first. Very odd start to this contest. Both teams can't seem to get into a rhythm here. 6:48 to go, and now we have a traveling violation called on the Menominee Maroons. So 5 turnovers in the game combined for these teams. Menominee leads it 2-0. Full court press now applied by Menominee. And the Eskimos will inbound it to Willett. And Willett doesn't want it. Lamb now back over to Robinette. And Lamb, they're playing catch down with the Menominee Maroon. Press applied, and they force a turnover. Nolde poked it over to Kleiman. Over to McKinney. McKinney leans in. Layup too strong. He missed it. Fighting for his own rebound, but it was taken away by Escanaba. Tyler Willett came out of the pile with it. The Maroons still applying the pressure on Willett. Works over to Ryan Robinette now. Nearly another turnover, but Willett will hop across the timeline. Then Nolde poked it over to Kleiman again. Kleiman over to Nolde. Nolde with a 3-on-2 breakaway. Had it poked away from behind, but he'll hustle it down to the right wing, and the Maroons will slow it down. Kleiman on top to McKinney now between the wheels. Back over to Caleb. Head fake 3 for Caleb. Now he'll look in and drop back and find Marcus. 6:10 to go. First quarter, 2-0 Menominee Maroons. McKinney drops back, has a play. He'll look at Nolde. He won't give it to him. Instead, he'll direct some traffic. Hunter Haas now picks up. He'll find Nolde to the left corner. Nolde feeds Kempa, low post left side. Kemka doesn't move. He'll spin the baseline, turn around 6-foot jumper. Too strong, rimmed out, no good. Rebound high in the air, Tyler Willett. And Willett will give it to Robinette. And he'll be met by Kleiman at the midcourt stripe right on that maroon M circle in the center of the floor. Over to the right side, now back on top to Robinette. He'll lob it left wing to Tyler Willett. Willett feeds to the free throw line to Van Effen. Van Effen bound back on top. NBA 3, Ryan Robinette off the back of the iron. No good. Nolde the board. Adam Nolde for the Menominee Maroons. I'll let pass to McKinney. McKinney will hesitate. Now he'll find a lane, drive it, kick it hard, hook pass to Kleiman. Shots up off the glass and good. What a pass to Marcus McKinney, and Caleb Kleiman will capitalize. They give the Menominee Maroons a 4-0 lead. Full court press again applied by Menominee. The Eskimos struggling to break it. Now Ryan Robinette will nicely on the right side of the floor. He'll pass it to the corner, and it was tipped out of bounds. Last touch I'm going to say by Adam Nolde. Head coach Burke Lewis, he doesn't like that call. There wasn't a Maroon near the ball, and he's talking to the other official to see whose it is, to see if he'll overrule him. The pass was tipped, or not tipped, but it's completely angled way out of bounds near the Menominee Maroon bench. And they're going to say Nolde touched it, and he wasn't even near the ball. Well, either way, it's going to be Escanaba ball. It was right in front of head coach Pete Burke Lewis. He didn't think anyone touched it. Levi Kemka going to call for going over the back. They tried to pass over to Van Effen, and Kemka tried to go around him and get the steal. So Kemka picking up his first personal, team second. 4-0 Maroons. The Eskimos will inbound it from the corner. Logan Lamb to try to work it in. And Lamb will have it. And the Eskimos begin to roll. And now they're working into Ryan Robinette into the corner. Kleiman on Robinette right away. The sophomore trying to drive baseline. Kleiman cuts it off, forcing to take a fadeaway jumper. No good. Box to rebound Levi Kemka. Nice board for Levi. I'll let pass to McKinney. They're running left side of the floor. McKinney tried to beat Kleiman. Didn't see the Logan Lamb who jumped the route. Lamb now running. Lamb keeps it himself. Tries to lob it to Van Effen. Van Effen misses the bunny and heavy pressure. Gets his own rebound. Put back up and good. First 2 points in the game, and it's Dan Van Effen who just stuck with the play. First 2 points for the Eskimos. 4-2 Menominee. Full court press applied. The Maroons again nicely will break it. Marcus McKinney to the right side. McKinney holds it up. Now he'll give it to Nolde. And Adam Nolde drops back between the wheels. Logan Lamb on him. Nolde feeds it over to Hunter Haas. Wide open 3 left corner for Haas. Too strong. No good. Rebound high in here to haul it in is an Escanaba player in Baraboo. First time we called William Baraboo's name today. With 4:29 to go here in this opening quarter, the Maroons have the Eskimos all doubled up. It's 4-2. And between the wheels, Robinette back over right wing to Lamb. Lamb feeds Van Effen into the free throw line. He'll just step back, take a little fadeaway jumper. No good. Off the money. Marcus McKinney right there for the rebound for the Menominee Maroons. And McKinney coming up top side. He'll hesitate. Drive the left hand. Hook pass back over to Haas. Haas drives in now. Jumps out for Hunter Haas. Floats it up there and it's good. Nice little move for Hunter Haas to find the seam and lay it in. And I think now they're going to call a warning in the Maroons for touching the ball. Hunter Haas made it, just pushed the ball back to where it goes, where they inbound it from. They gave him a warning not to touch it. So, anyways, nothing doing there. The shot was good. Menominee on top by 4, 6-2. Tanner Mathias checked into the game during that timeout, replacing Levi Kemka. And Mathias will hop on Van Effen. They'll feed, cut into the hole. Getting away with a travel was Willett. He'll take a shot, no good. Crazy, and Kleiman has the rebound for the Menominee Maroons. As Tanner Mathias replaces Levi Kemka during that dead ball. And Mathias, the 6'4" junior. 3 on the way for McKinney, no good. Hunter Haas fighting for the rebound. It goes over to Tanner Mathias instead. Mathias lays it in. Tanner Mathias comes in and gets 2 points quickly for the Maroons, and they're on top by 6, 8-2. Full court press again applied by Menominee. As Logan Lamb now nearly had it stolen, and Nolde's out fighting for the loose ball. Nolde does have it, and it goes out of bounds. Who touched it? It was Nolde along with William Baraboo fighting for the ball. Instead, it was Tyler Willett fighting for the ball, and they're going to say Willett was the last one to touch it as he was falling out of bounds. And so the Menominee Maroons will regain control. C.J. Baring checking in for Escanaba. Also, we have Justin Popelka. So Popelka checks in. Another young man checked in also for the Eskimos. And the Maroons will inbound it. They'll rotate things on top to Kleiman. And Kleiman now back on top to Nolde. Nolde checks right. He'll drive left, and he was fouled driving to the hole by C.J. Barron. So C.J. Barron picks up his first, team's second on the Eskimos. T.J. Schlengvogt, the other player who's in there for the Escanaba Eskimos. Kleiman now feeds Haas. Haas, a little fadeaway jumper just inside. No good. Matthias, good strong rebound. Put back left hand. Couldn't get to go. Nolde's tip couldn't go. And now it's rebounded by Van Effen. Oh, pass going to Robinette. He's running left side of the floor. McKinney sticks with him, stride for stride. They're going to catch McKinney getting a little too close. Got him on the body. Marcus McKinney now picking up his second personal foul. Team's third. And now Nathan Nowak will check into the game for Menominee. He will replace Marcus McKinney. Nowak, a 5'10" senior for the Menominee Maroons. And C.J. Barron will have the inbound. He'll give it to Ryan Robinette. And Robinette pats his head to the left hand, calling a play. Left side now. He'll find Schlengvogt. Back on top to Robinette. He'll lob it to the right side. It's Barron. Barron being guarded by Nowak. Back on top to Robinette. Back over to Barron to the right wing. 2-3 zone by the Maroons. 3 ball on the way up. No good. Rebound high in the air. Tanner Matthias. All up pass to Kleiman. And Kleiman coming up right side of the floor for the Menominee Maroons. McKinney on the bench. He'll take over the point. Kleiman to the top of the key now. And Caleb will drop back. He'll feed Adam Nolde to the right corner. Nolde to Matthias. Low post right side. Matthias is a nice move. And he'll hook shot it in. Tanner Matthias, 5 feet away on that baseline, goes up strong and puts it in. Menominee on top by 8 now, 10-2. Full court press again applied by the Maroons. Ryan Robinette guarded tightly by Nowak. And now they'll break the timeline over to C.J. Barron. Rotate things to Van Effen. Right wing, 3 on the way for Van Effen. No good. Rebound high in the air. Hunter Haas. And going over his back was Justin Popelka, picking up his first personal, team's third on the Escanaba Eskimos. Checking into the game is Gavin Peacock to replace Van Effen. So Dan Van Effen will exit with 2:04 to go in this first quarter. It's 10-2 Menominee. And Kleiman will give it to Nowak. Nowak will break the timeline. Hunter Haas to the left side. Haas has a crossover. He'll spin to the left wing now, draw double team, and lob it over to Nolde. Nolde, NBA 3 right wing, way deep, way off on that shot. Rebound by Ryan Robinette. And Robinette behind the back. He'll come up now, trying to go past everybody and slow it down between the wheels. Robinette now picks up his dribble, floats it on top. He'll find Schlengvogt. And Schlengvogt now around the perimeter. Nowak jumps on him. The Maroons still in the 2-3 zone. Now dropping back on top. They'll find Robinette again. Robinette with Nowak on him. He'll take it to the right hand, trying to go to the right corner, but Nowak sticks right with him. He'll pick up his dribble, work it back on top now to Schlengvogt. Climbing on Schlengvogt. They'll feed to the low post. Nearly stole by Hunter Haas, but taking the ball right back and laying it in. This is just a strong move for Justin Popelka. It was nearly stolen, but Popelka took it right back. Nolde feeds Haas all alone underneath the basket. Layup good. 2 quick passes, and Hunter Haas will capitalize with his 4th point today. 12-4 Menominee. 90 seconds, check that, 70 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Full court press again applied by Menominee. It's a half-court trap, and the Eskimos will break it. They'll lob it down the low post right side to break down the defense. Getting behind the defense was Gavin Peacock for an easy lay-in. He now has 2. 12-6, 6-point Menominee Maroon lead, under a minute to play first quarter. Adam Nolde to the right wing, draws a double team, high pass to Haas to the left corner. Now over to Nowak. They rotate things to Kleiman, who's open for a 3. Right wing Caleb off the money, no good. Rebound again. Falford goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tanner. Tanner thought he knocked it off of an Escanaba player, and they're going to say it's going to be Escanaba ball, as Tanner was the last one to touch it. And bound to Ryan Robinette, and the Maroons still want to apply that press with 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. 12-6 Menominee. And Robinette will hesitate behind the back. Now he'll come up. Nolde cuts him off. He'll lob it to the left side now to C.J. Barron to break that half-court stripe. On top now, they'll swing things over to Schlengvogt. Low post. Now back on top to Robinette. Head fake 3. He hesitated. Now he'll drop back as Kleiman is there. The Maroons still playing tight defense. Having 18 seconds to go first quarter. C.J. Barron now picks it up. Lobs over to Robinette. Head fake 3 to the right wing again. Down to 11 seconds here in this opening quarter. Back over to C.J. Barron. He'll drop back with Ryan Robinette now calls a play. 6 seconds to go. First quarter. Menominee up by 6. Back on top to Robinette. 2 seconds. He'll just heave up a 3. Desperation 3, and it's no good. Hit the side of the iron and bounce still at the Maroons. Their defense putting the Escanaba Eskimos pretty much out of their element there. And the Menominee will lead it at the end of the first quarter. 12 for Menominee, 6 for Escanaba. We'll take a quick break. Come back with the second after this on your Bay Cities radio dial.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that makes people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Tony Furton focuses on how benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance, or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Tony Furton in Menominee at 906-863-4464 and put the life back in life insurance. Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair has over 25 years of experience to make your repairs fast, easy, and worry-free with around-the-clock towing, electronic estimating, early drop-off, pickup, delivery, and the comfort of knowing Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair is an iCar Gold Class shop, one of only 25 in the state, located on the corner of Highway 64 and 180 in Marinette. Call 715-732-4544. That's 715-732-4544 to get your estimate. Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair. They take the worry out of your collision repair.
Back at it right here in your hometown radio station, 103.7 FM, WHYB, Menominee and Marinette, and BayCitiesOnline.com. Hopefully we're on the air now. Just got a message, actually a few text messages saying that we weren't on the air. Didn't even know it. It's 12-6 at the end of one. The Menominee Maroons on top of the Escanaba Eskimos. Esky going to the hoop on the right on your Bay Cities radio dial. And they'll open up this second quarter. Over to the right side, Ryan Robinette, hook pass over to the left side. Head fake three, now a hook pass back over to the right corner. Three's in the way, it's rejected by Nolde out of bounds. C.J. Barron had a look at it, and Nolde came flying out of nowhere and blocked that one out of bounds for the Menominee Maroons. And the Escanaba Eskimos will now just inbound from the corner. And to work it in is going to be Schlingvogt. Schlingvogt over to Robinette. Quick release three, right corner, way off. And the rebound goes way up on top to the left side, hustled down by Popelka. Back over to Robinette, standing between the wheels. And Robinette swings over to the left side now, controlling is C.J. Barron. And Barron now floats it down below. Layup on the way up. No good by Gavin Peacock. Rebounded by Tanner Mathias. All the pass coming to Caleb Kleiman. Kleiman a crossover now. Center of the floor for the Menominee Maroons. It's Kleiman, Mathias, Nolde, Haas, and Noah all on the floor for Menominee here in this second quarter. 7:14 to go in this opening half. Over to the right corner. It's Adam Nolde. Nolde doesn't move. Now he'll drop back and find Kleiman. Kleiman hesitates. He'll drive to the free throw line. Hunter Haas is open for three. Left wing. Got it. Hunter Haas drains a triple, who now has 7 points for the Menominee Maroons. Full court press again applied by Menominee. Robinette trying to break the timeline with Caleb Kleiman on him. He'll float it across left side of the floor to Popelka. Into the corner. Now they trap. Barron. He'll lob it to the right side. High, crazy shot on the way up. No good by Gavin Peacock again. Rebounded by Tanner Mathias. 15-6. Menominee on top by 9. Their largest lead of the night. Caleb Kleiman now lobs it to Mathias. Mathias, low post, right side. He'll put the ball down, goes strong into the hole, and it's blocked from behind. They're going to call a foul. Gavin Peacock a little too strong, got him on the hands. Gavin Peacock picking up his first personal, team's fourth on the Eskimos. And Levi Kempka is going to be checking in for Tanner Mathias, who's shooting free throws. So Kempka will stay down right now. And Tanner will square and release. First free throw for Mathias is good. Mathias now 5 points today. Looking at his sixth here. Nowak will exit. Actually, Levi Kempka is coming in for Nathan Nowak. So on the floor for Menominee, Nolde, Kleiman, Haas, Kempka, and Mathias. Subs came in for the Eskimos as well. Dalton Deneo is out there. We'll get them to you when we get back in action here. Mathias, next free throw is up, and it is no good, rimmed out. And Levi Kempka hustles on the rebound for Menominee. And Kempka feeds it over to Kleiman. Kleiman over to Nolde. Nolde to the right wing. He'll pick up and fire up a three, and it's up, no good. And it hit the top of the backboard after the bounce. Rebounded by Hunter Haas. Nearly hit the pole, but it did not hit the pole. And now it's Levi Kempka to the free throw line for Menominee. Kempka doesn't move. He'll drive to the hole hard, and he's hammered. Good strong move for Levi Kempka, being aggressive down below. Gets the offensive rebound, and he gets the ball and drives to the lane and draws the foul. And they're going to whistle this one on Gavin Peacock for his second, team's fifth. And now Levi will step up to the line to shoot two free throws. He's got 2 points overall tonight. His first free throw attempts. First one is no good, too strong off that back of the iron. 10-point lead for Menominee. 6:08 to go. We're in this first half. And Levi will check back up. C.J. Barron checking back into the game to replace Gavin Peacock. Tyler Willett on the floor also for Escanaba. Ryan Robinette out there for the Eskimos. Kempka's next free throw. This one's too strong as well. Van Effen had the rebound that was poked away from behind by Caleb Kleiman. Kleiman the last one to touch it as ball bounces to the Menominee Maroon cheerleaders. So full court press will be applied by Menominee. And Ryan Robinette will be guarded tightly by Caleb Kleiman. And Robinette will work it across the timeline. They rotate things right side to Dalton Dino. Dino into the corner now to Van Effen. Now long skip pass on top. Robinette and the three rattle, no good. Matthias nearly had the rebound. It was knocked out away from behind, out of bounds. Last touch by Tyler Willett. Willett came up and spiked that one out of the hands of Matthias right in front of the official, so it will be Menominee ball. Full court press again applied by Escanaba. Kleiman and Kemka will break the timeline. Kemka over to Caleb. Pass now to the top of the key. Has traveled. Caught the ball, took off running like a receiver. Then he dribbled after the whistle blew. He knew it right away. 10-point lead for the Maroons. And coming up top side, Ryan Robinette. And Robinette between the wheels. And Robinette will slow things down to the right wing. He'll pick it up into the corner. A little fadeaway jumper on the way now for Van Effen. No good. Kemka, nice rebound again for the Maroons. And he'll give it to Caleb Kleiman. 5:28 to go. In this first half, Nolde finds lane. He'll drive it, hit it hard. It's good, and the foul! Kleiman worked that one nearly the length of the floor to find Adam Nolde. Nolde drove the baseline, and he'll get his first points today, and it's going to be a three-point opportunity. As they whistled C.J. Barron for his second personal, team's sixth. Hunter Haas will exit, and Nathan Nowak will replace him for the Menominee Maroons. And Nolde's free throw is up, and it is good. Adam Nolde, 3 points now for Menominee. 19-6, the Maroons on top by 13 over Escanaba. 5:20 to go, first half. Ryan Robinette between the wheels. Nowak on him very tightly. Now he'll force him back on top. Robinette looks in. The Maroons still in that 2-3 zone. On top, they swing things now left side. Quick touch pass down low to Van Effen. Shots up, no good, but a foul call on Matthias. A little bit late in there. Nice, quick, crisp passes for the Eskimos. Resulted in Van Effen now to the line to shoot free throws. And they'll whistle Tanner Matthias for his first, team's fourth. And Van Effen to shoot the first free throws of the game for the Eskimos. And Van Effen 2 points overall. He's going to keep 2 as that one just barely got rim in the front of the iron. 19-6, 13-point Menominee Maroon lead. Lots of Escanaba Eskimos fans here today. They swarmed around me today. Next free throw is good. Got lots of them in this section. 3 points for Van Effen now. The press applied again by the Eskimos. Kleiman breaks it nicely with Adam Nolde. Nolde trapped in the baseline. Now he'll have to dribble out of trouble back on top of Kleiman. And Caleb calls the play with the right hand. So Kleiman feeds over to Nowak, to Kemka to the free throw line now. Levi back over to Nowak. 2-3 zone by the Eskimos. Long skip pass over to Nolde, who's wide open for 3. Right corner. Got it. Adam Nolde, nice little touch, who now has 6 points for the Menominee Maroons, and they lead it 22-7. As Ryan Robinette hassled again by Caleb Kleiman, he'll swing it over to the left side. Touch pass down to the right corner, nearly tipped and nearly stolen, but the Eskimos have to work it back on top the other side of the floor. And it should be an over and back call, and it is going to be an over and back call because the Eskimos spiked that one on the other side of the floor trying to get the ball back. And it's going to be Menominee ball. Logan Land comes off the bench now for the Eskimos. He will replace Ryan Robinette with 4:24 remaining here in this first half. And again, 22-7, Menominee on top by 15 points. Nowak left wing, now back on top to Caleb Kleiman. Kleiman fights Kemka to the free throw line. Levi dribbles out of trouble, now back on top to Nolde. He'll rotate things to Caleb. Now Nathan Nowak left corner. Matthias low post left side to Caleb. Tried to throw it back on top and it was tipped and nearly stolen. And Kleiman will hustle right back down to find Adam Nolde. Nolde to Levi. Kemka back over to Nolde. Nolde finds lane. He'll drive in, pull up for a 10-foot baseline jumper, and it's good. He's just got a nice touch. Adam Nolde, fun to watch. He's got 8 points now. 8 in a row for the Menominee Maroons. I'll lead this one 24-7. 2-3 zone still by Menominee. The Eskimos trying to get something going. Over to the right side, it's Deno. Deno finds Van Effen cut into the hole, and he was fouled as he was falling to the floor. They'll whistle this one on Levi Kemka for his second personal, team's 5th. As Van Effen will step up to the free throw line, where he was 1 of 2 previously. He's got 3 points overall. 5 team fouls on Menominee, 6 on Escanaba. 3:39 to go second quarter. First free throw is good for Van Effen. And head coach Tracy Hudson for the Escanaba Eskimos wants to take a timeout. With that timeout, I'll take a quick one as well. Back after this on your Bay City's radio dial.
Stop in at Colonel K's Pasties to get a taste of the UP. Choose from their large variety of delicious homemade pasties, fresh or frozen. Homemade soups made daily. Coffee of the day, and their amazing soft serve ice cream. Make Colonel K's your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Dine in, pick up, or drive through. You can't go wrong when you choose Colonel K's. Colonel K's Pasties, located on 10th Street in Menominee. The friendly food shaped like a smile. Stop in and pick up or drive through today.
And back at it right here in your hometown radio station, 103.7 FM WHYB, Menominee and Marinette, and BayCitiesOnline.com. Well, I'm Josh Kellner. Glad you could join me here again this evening. 24-8, the Menominee Maroons on top of the Escanaba Eskimos. Boys basketball action from Menominee High School. 3 minutes, 39 seconds to go, second quarter. Daniel Van Effen to the line to shoot his second free throw. He just made one previously. As Levi Kemka called for a foul, his second in this game before the break, and then a 30-second timeout call by Tracy Hudson. And they're going to wipe up a little bit of sweat or dampness on the floor with a maroon towel. The official has that squared away. Now he'll pick up the rock and work it to Van Effen. So Van Effen up to the free throw line with his neon orange and yellow shoes. It's pretty, and it's good. So Van Effen makes the free throw. The lead now cut down. It's 24-9 Maroons. Pass to the top of the key. And now Nolde left wing. Nolde will feed Matthias, low post left side. Tanner does a nice little strong move, reverse layup, no good. The rebound, the foul is up and rattling, and good for Hunter Haas. Good foul for Haas, who has 9 points tonight. A quiet 9 points for Hunter Haas of the Menominee Maroons. 26-9 Menominee. Coming up left side, Logan Lamb. And Lamb on the way. Hold it between the wheels. Now a three on the way, fired up, just heaved up by Dalton Deno. Oh, no good, way off, and it goes out of bounds. He was the last one to touch it, so it's going to be Menominee ball. So Nathan Nowak will trigger it in. He'll give it to Caleb Kleiman. And Kleiman across the wheels quickly, directing some traffic with the left hand. Gets a pick from Haas. Now he'll slow it down to find Adam Nolde to the left corner. Head fake three for Nolde. Now he'll dribble it around the perimeter and reset things up now. Nolde looks to the right side. He'll give it to Haas, who's open for a three left corner. As Hunter, he'll square up. A little too strong. No good. Rebound Logan Lamb. So Lamb for Escanaba. Observes the floor. Now he'll take it left side. Head fake three for C.J. Barron. He'll slow it down. Now give it to Lamb. Quick release three for Logan Lamb. Off the back of the iron. Rolling. Van Effen. The tip doesn't go. It's still on the floor. They're fighting for it. Nowak will come out of the pile with it. And then Nowak feeds Kleiman right side of the floor. Kleiman to Nolde. And they're going to say Nolde traveled. That's an interesting call on the far side. Nolde caught it and dribbled right away. Andrew Linden checking in now for the Menominee Maroons to replace Nathan Nowak. Andrew Linden seeing the floor for the first time today. 26-9 in favor of the Menominee Maroons. Now off the bench will be TJ Schlangvogt for the Eskimos. And coming up topside will be Ryan Robinette. 2:13 to go, second quarter. 26-9 Menominee on top by 17. They feed it to the left side. A three on the way up for Dalton Deno, and he got it. So Dalton Deno gets something going for the Eskimos with that triple. Full court press again applied by Escanaba. Kleiman will feed Nolde. They'll break the timeline very nicely. Adam will come up now, slow it down for the Maroons, and he'll feed Kleiman to the right wing. And Caleb will direct some traffic. Now he'll give it to Leanin. Back over to Caleb. And Coach Berklosi trying to get a play in there. He'll feed Hunter Haas down to the right wing. And Haas will now drop back. Haas to Nolde. Nolde to the right elbow. Now low post right side, Tanner Matthias. Matthias is a move. He'll pull for a 6-foot baseline jump shot. Heavily guarded by Van Effen, and he missed it. Rebounded by Ryan Robinette. And Robinette tried to feed it late to the floor, and it was poked away. It was knocked out of bounds by Menominee Maroon. Two of them got in the passing lane. Now the Eskimos will just inbound underneath their own basket. Menominee on top by 14, 26-12. A minute 26 to go in this first half. As Robinette looking to inbound, he'll lob it high in the air to Van Effen, and Van Effen will just lay it in. So a 10-point lead now for Menominee, 26-16. Well, it's 26-14 up there on the board. So it's a 12-point lead. Kleiman coming up topside now. Adam Nolde left corner. Nolde drives baseline. He'll pull up for a 10-foot jumper, and it's good. Adam Nolde just will answer for the Menominee Maroons. 10 points this quarter for Adam Nolde. 28-14. Robert Mann will check in next dead ball for the Menominee Maroons. On top now spinning is Ryan Robinette. And Robinette picks up. Now he'll find Van Effen. And Van Effen hassled at the free throw line. Tried to feed it to Peacock in the low post, and it goes over his head and out of bounds. Robert Mann coming in for the Menominee Maroons to replace Tanner Matthias. Matthias gets a well-deserved applause as Robert Mann checking in. Robert Mann, a 6'5" junior for Menominee. Still climbing. Coming up for the Maroons, he'll find Hunter Haas down to the left side. Haas double team. Now he'll wisely dribble out of trouble and find Andrew Linden into the top of the key. Get back over to climb. They lob it in the air to Mann. Now to Nolde for three. Left wing and no good. Too strong. Linden trying to fight for the rebound. Tipped it out of bounds. Tipped it off of an Eskimo on the far side. Nice fight for Andrew Linden in the low post. Linden, a 5'11" senior, trying to get a position, and now he's overruled. It's going to be Escanaba ball. So it's Esky ball, and Robinette will walk it across the timeline with Menominee on top by 14, 28-14. 16 seconds to go in this first half. Robinette guarded Tully by Linden. The pass is tipped by Linden, and it goes over to Adam Nolde. They're running. 9 seconds to go. Nolde will feed Linden for a baseline jumper. No good. Van Effen the rebound with 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds. It's Van Effen. Van Effen hook pass down below. Shots on the way. They're going to say he traveled before the shot went off with 1 second to go. So traveling down below was Deno. Nice pass from Van Effen, knowing how much time he had on the floor. And they'll feed Haas. Haas heaves it. Half-court shot. Way short. Just caught it and threw it up there. But it will end this first half with the Menominee Maroons in charge. They're on top by 14, doubling up the Escanaba Eskimos. It's 28-14. We'll take a quick break and add them up for you and come back with your halftime show all after this. Near Bay City's Radio Dial.
Farmers and Merchants Bank and Trust offers a variety of loan programs, vehicle loans, personal loans, and commercial loans. They do real estate mortgages, offer home equity options, and work with government loan programs. Farmers and Merchants Bank and Trust is here to serve you in 3 locations: Ludington Street in Marinette, Roosevelt Road in Marinette, and Highway 141 in Crivets. They can show you how to make your banking life easier, save you time, and save you money. Contact them today. Farmers and Merchants Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Where can you go to get a bite to eat before or after the game? Dexter's. Dexter's in Menominee has enough seating for the whole team and a menu to fit everyone's taste and appetite. Or call ahead and take your order to go. Dexter's looks forward to seeing you this year. Good luck to all M&M's sports participants. Dexter's, located on 10th Avenue in Menominee. Check out their menu online at dextersrestaurantonline.com and like us on Facebook.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject. I'm State Farm Agent Brent Merritt, and that's why I focus on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on, by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance, or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brent Merritt, serving Wisconsin and Michigan.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Let me tell you, Advanced Motors, located in Coleman, has AMSOIL for all your motorcycle, ATV, marine, and vehicle needs. AMSOIL, the first in synthetics. Are you or your student moving? Advanced Motors, a U-Haul dealer, also carries packing and moving supplies for all your needs. Stop in or call today at 920-897-2677. That's 920-897-2677. Whew, that's right.
Peshtigo National Bank, your locally owned independent community bank, supports all local high school sports. Since opening in 1901, they've grown to 5 locations in Peshtigo, Coleman, Oconto Falls, Gillett, and Marinette. Hometown banking with your neighbors and friends, Peshtigo National Bank has proudly served the community for over 100 years. Locally owned community banks support and help fund local projects. Keep your banking local and speak with a representative today. Good luck to all area high school teams from Peshtigo National Bank, member FDIC.
And back at it right here in your hometown radio station, 103.7 FM, WHYB, Menominee and Marinette, and BayCitiesOnline.com. Well, I'm Josh Kellner. Glad you're here with me again. Boys basketball action from Menominee High School with the Menominee Maroon Batman to the far side, entertaining everybody here today. Nice to see them here for the conference game. Doing a fantastic job on the other side of the floor. Halftime has the Menominee Maroon boys on top of the Escanaba Eskimos, 28-14. Again here at the half. I'll let you know how it got here. Let's start off first with the visiting team tonight, the Escanaba Eskimos. They scored 6 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second quarter, totaling 14. Danielle Van Effen has 7 points this evening for the Eskimos. A 3-pointer for Dalton Deno, so that's his 3 points, and 2 apiece for Gavin Peacock and Justin Popelka. Foul trouble for the Eskimos. C.J. Barron has 2, Peacock has 2, then 2 other Eskimos with just 1. Let's take a look at your home team now, the Menominee Maroons. How did they get their first half? 28 points. Well, 12 in the first quarter, 16 in the second quarter. Leading the way for them is Adam Nolde with 10. All of them came in the second. A quiet 9-point sniper Hunter has so far. 5 for Tanner Mathias and 2 apiece for Caleb Kleiman and Levi Kempka. Foul trouble for the Maroons. McKenney with 2, Kempka with 2, and one other Maroon with just 1. Again, halftime score 28-14 in favor of Menominee. Again, the Maroons 3 wins, 3 losses on the regular season. This is their first GNC game. So, no wins or losses in the win-loss column for Menominee. As the Escanaba Eskimos, 2 wins and 5 losses on this season. They don't have a GNC win. They have 3 losses, so they are 0-3 out of the Greater Than Conference. These Eskimos are. As they've lost to Marquette, Kingsford, and Marquette, Kingsford, and Gladstone so far, these Eskimos have. Next up for Menominee, they're going to host Marquette on Friday for a 6:30 tip-off. And next up for Escanaba, they'll be hosting the Sioux next Tuesday. But we have one half of basketball to be played yet, with Menominee on top 28-14. Hey, driving you to the game as the number 1 truck destination north of Green Bay is Kane Chevrolet. It's Kane Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Ocato in Marinette, our halftime sponsor, and also Bayside Motorsports. They specialize in performance work and aftermarket accessories to keep motorcycle, ATVs, or snowmobiles running at the top of their game. Hey, best of luck for Bayside Motorsports in Swamico. A few sponsors right here on our Bay Cities radio dial. All right, halftime again, 28-14. We're going to take a quick break. When I come back, a little bit more halftime coverage, then we'll head into the third quarter after this. On your Bay Cities radio dial.
Esser Glass of Menominee has over 100 years of experience in the glass business. Visit the glazing contractors at Esser's for all your glass needs, such as general glass replacement in windows and frames, custom mirrors, insulated glass units, screen replacement, or frameless glass shower doors. Esser Glass is proud to be a Menominee Maroon sponsor in the community. Esser Glass at 821 7th Street in Menominee. Maroons, have a great season and good luck.
Looking for a credit union that truly cares about you and the community you live in? Then you ought to stop and see the folks at Bay Shore Credit Union. Membership is open to anyone living or working in Marinette, Menominee, and Ocato counties. Whether it's everyday banking, a new auto loan, new mortgage, even a consolidation loan, they can help. And it's never too early to start establishing good credit. Bay Shore Credit Union, located at 1514 Cleveland Avenue, Marinette. They're looking forward to meeting you.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that makes people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Tony Furton focuses on how benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance, or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Tony Furton in Menominee at 906-863-4464 and put the life back in life insurance. Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair has over 25 years of experience to make your repairs fast, easy, and worry-free. With around-the-clock towing, electronic estimating, early drop-off, pickup, delivery, and the comfort of knowing Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair is an iCar Gold Class shop, one of only 25 in the state, located on the corner of Highway 64 and 180 in Marinette. Call 715-732-4544. That's 715-732-4544 to get your estimate today. Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair. They take the worry out of your collision repair. Stop in at Colonel K's Pasties to get a taste of the UP. Choose from their large variety of delicious homemade pasties, fresh or frozen, homemade soups made daily, coffee of the day, and their amazing soft serve ice cream. Make Colonel K's your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Dine in, pick up, or drive through. You can't go wrong when you choose Colonel K's. Colonel K's Pasties, located on 10th Street in Menominee. The friendly food shaped like a smile. Stop in and pick up or drive through today.
Farmers and Merchants Bank and Trust offers a variety of loan programs, vehicle loans, personal loans, and commercial loans. They do real estate mortgages, offer home equity options, and work with government loan programs. Farmers and Merchants Bank and Trust is here to serve you in 3 locations: Ludington Street in Marinette, Roosevelt Road in Marinette, and Highway 141 in Crivets. They can show you how to make your banking life easier, save you time, and save you money. Contact them today. Farmers and Merchants Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Where can you go to get a bite to eat before or after the game? Dexter's. Dexter's in Menominee has enough seating for the whole team and a menu to fit everyone's taste and appetite. Or call ahead and take your order to go. Dexter's looks forward to seeing you this year. Good luck to all M&M Sports participants. Dexter's, located on 10th Avenue in Menominee. Check out their menu online at dextersrestaurantonline.com and like us on Facebook.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject. I'm State Farm Agent Brent Narrett, and that's why I focus on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on, by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance, or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brent Narrett, serving Wisconsin and Michigan.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And back at it here in your hometown radio station, 103.7 FM WHYB, Menominee and Marinette, and BayCitiesOnline.com. Well, halftime coming to a close here from Menominee High School. We have the Menominee Maroons on top of the Escanaba Eskimos 28-14. I'll have them all doubled up here. Hey, visit North Motorsports, the area's only full-line dealer of Honda, Can-Am, Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Snapper outdoor products. From their friendly sales staff to their certified service technicians, they've got you covered. Visit North Motorsports at 3711 10th Street in Menominee or call them 906-863-5592. On the floor for Menominee to start this one, Adam Noli, Tanner Mathias. Actually, no, Adam Noli, Levi Kemka, Hunter Haas, Caleb Kleiman, and Marcus McKinney. Going to the hoop on the right on your Bay Cities radio dial. McKinney topside now, Hunter Haas. And Haas directing traffic. Adam Noli left corner. He'll feed Levi Kemka low post left side. Now back over to Noli on top to Kleiman. They'll rotate things now. Noli between the circles. Noli looks right. He'll drive left. Now drop back and find Hunter Haas to that left wing. Haas feeds Kemka, low post again, left side. Kemka doesn't move. He'll drive in a little spin. Now back over to Hunter Haas, left side. Haas finds link. Kick out to McKinney. McKinney drives to the free throw line. Try to ditch it off to Kemka, low post, and nearly goes out of bounds. And the Eskimos somehow saved it. Good effort on the far side by that young man, Tyler Willett. Willett to Logan Lamb now running. Lamb finds Willett. And Willett now back on top to Van Effen. Quick pass down low, tipped away by Haas, and it's to Nolde. On the floor for the Eskimos, Robinette, Baraboo, Lamb, Willett, and Van Effen. Nolde to the right wing now for Menominee. He'll drop back to the right corner. He'll fire up a three little fadeaway air ball, rebounded by Robinette. That's Ryan Robinette on the board. Robinette now pushing center of the floor. He'll feed, no one, and it sails out of bounds. Went right through the hands of Gavin. Well, it is Gavin Peacock who's on the floor for the Eskimos. And now we have a timeout for Escanaba. A quick 30-second timeout. Missed that young man in the starting role here to start this second half. And a timeout called down below by the coach. A quick 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. I can tell about all of my friends at Bayside Motorsports. They specialize in performance work and aftermarket accessories to keep motorcycles, ATVs, or snowmobiles all running at the top of their game. Hey, best of luck from Bayside Motorsports in Swamicos. Hey, also, if you're looking for a new set of wheels, why don't you check out Riverside Auto. They're located on Highway 64. Whether it's a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, they will get you into the perfect car. That's Riverside Auto on 64. It's Marinette. 1 minute ticked into this second half. We're in the third quarter, 28-14. Menominee on top of Escanaba. Feynman now to the free throw line. He'll drive in and kick it over to Haas. He's open for three, left corner, drain it. Hunter Haas, 12 points now for the Menominee Maroons. Full court press applied by Menominee. The Eskimos trying to break that timeline. They're struggling now. Logan Lamb will lob it over to Ryan Robinette, and he will left side of the floor. Robinette to the left wing, try to go past everybody, but Nolde cuts him right off. Now he'll have to go right back on top to Logan Lamb. 31-14 Menominee on top by 19 points. 31-14 Menominee on top. Miscalculated at 17 points. Coming up top side now over to the right wing. It's Ryan Robinette. Zips it over to Van Effen. Now to the low post left side. It's Tyler Willett. Willett drives him baseline. He'll lay it up and in. A little reverse laying for Willett for his first points today. McKinney passed everybody. Over to Nolde for three. Right corner. Rimmed out. No good. On the board, on the ground. They're fighting for it. Who has it? The Eskimos do. All the pass over to Ryan Robinette. Robinette hesitates to the right wing now. He'll drop back. And working on top to Van Effen. Long skip pass to Lamb. Lamb for a three left wing. He'll heave it up there. It's open for Glass. I don't know, he shook his head like he didn't call Glass, but he banked it in for a three. 31-19 Menominee on top. So a 12-point lead for the Maroons. Now to the low post. Miscommunication. They turn it over. Haas threw it to an Escanaba Eskimo player. And coming up trying to go the length of the floor. Finger roll no good. Kemka's the rebound off of the Willett miss. The feed the length of the floor now to Hunter Haas. Haas leans in. Left-handed shot. It's good for Hunter. Hunter Haas now 14 points for the Menominee Maroons. 33-19. Esky on top, or Esky down, and Esky across the timeline now. They'll lob it on top to Lamb. Logan Lamb swings it over to the left side to C.J. Barron. Now back on top, cutting to the hole. Tyler Willett. Willett got the shot up there. It's good, and the foul. They're going to whistle Adam Nolde for his first, team's first. And to the line for a three-point play will be Tyler Willett. And now Tanner Mathias checking into the game for Menominee. He will replace Levi Kempka. As we await the three-point play for Tyler Willett. With Menominee on top by a dozen. And the free throw's up, and it is no good. It's swirled, and the rebound is tipped out to Marcus McKinney, who hustled it down. McKinney will slow it down. Oh, he had a 1-on-3 breakaway like he was going to drive, and then he wisely took it back. Adam Nolde at the left wing now for the Maroons. Nolde drives the lane to the free throw line. Now he'll kick back to McKinney. McKinney hook pass to Haas for three, left corner. Got it! The three-pointer dropped in. They're going to call... They wanted to wave it off. They called a foul underneath the basket while it was in the air. The basket should count, as that was a real late whistle. The whistle was blown nearly when the ball went through the rim. They called the foul on Tanner Mathias for his second. I don't know how that shot doesn't count. Either way, it's Menominee on top by a dozen, 33-12. 4:52 to go, third quarter. Ryan Robinette breaks the timeline over to the right side to Lamb. Now back over to Robinette. Sophomore point guard in Ryan Robinette that the Eskimos have. Just good on at that, standing at 6 foot. On top now it's Deno. And Deno over to Van Effen to the free throw line. Works at low post right side. Tyler Willett. Willett kicks it back on top. They're going to call a 3-second violation on the Eskimos. So the Eskimos turn it over, and the Maroons will inbound right in front of the cheerleaders that are here this evening. And now we have a timeout called on the floor. So timeout down below. I'm going to take one as well. Back after this in your Bay City's radio dial.
Let me tell you, Advanced Motors, located in Coleman, has AMSOIL for all your motorcycle, ATV, marine, and vehicle needs. AMSOIL, the first in synthetics. Are you or your student moving? Advanced Motors, a U-Haul dealer, also carries packing and moving supplies for all your needs. Stop in or call today at 920-897-2677. That's 920-897-2677. Whew, that's right.
Peshtigo National Bank, your locally owned independent community bank, supports all local high school sports. Since opening in 1901, they've grown to 5 locations in Peshtigo, Coleman, Oconto Falls, Gillett, and Marinette. Hometown banking with your neighbors and friends, Peshtigo National Bank has proudly served the community for over 100 years. Locally owned community banks support and help fund local projects. Keep your banking local and speak with a representative today. Good luck to all area high school teams from Peshtigo National Bank, member FDIC.
Well, 4 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. The Menominee Maroons on top of the Escanaba Eskimos by a dozen. Again, it's 33-12. And coming up topside now, Caleb Kleiman. Kleiman leans in the left hand, and it is good. Nice strong move for Caleb Kleiman. And the full court press will be again applied by the Menominee Maroons. And the Eskimos coming up right side. And Robinette now being hassled by Adam Nolde and Marcus McKinney. He'll throw it to the top of the key. Trying to find a lane, driving is Tyler Willett. And Willett will lob it to the left corner. Down below, little lean in. Shots up there, hook shot, and it is good by Tyler Willett. So they answer. And now to the top of the key. And out to the left corner. On top, it's Hunter Haas. Haas over to Mathias. Mathias will go for a long two, and it is good. And Mathias gets that one to go. And now coming up topside. Leaning in there, left-handed layup is up there, and it is good for Ryan Robinette for his first points today. And now coming up topside, it is Marcus McKinney. McKinney over to Kleiman, now over to the left side, it's Hunter Haas. Haas to Nolde. Nolde, little fadeaway jumper up there, and it is no good. Rebounded by the Escanaba Eskimos. And coming up topside is Van Effen. Van Effen, a little finger roll, and he's fouled going to the hole. And the Eskimos will inbound underneath their own basket. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Menominee. Hunter Haas now. Coming up with Marcus McKinney. And McKinney to the right wing. McKinney will hesitate. Now he'll drop back between the wheels. McKinney finds a lane. A little hook pass down below, and it's knocked away. Stolen pretty ugly that time. Coming up between the wheels is Dalton Deno. Deno had it stolen by Nathan Nowak. Nowak with a 2-on-1 breakaway. He'll keep it himself. Layup strong off the glass. Matthias rebound. Put back no good. Little Haas rebound. Put back up no good. Tipped on top to Adam Nolde. Nolde threw off of the face of McKinney, and he goes out of bounds. Just took his eye off the ball, and it sailed out. Pretty ugly down below. Lost track of everything that was happening. I missed 2 points by Menominee. As now we'll wait. The Eskimos back in action. 2:20 remaining here in this third quarter. Menominee on top by 12, 37-25. And the Eskimos, 4-3, left side, bricked off, no good by Deno. Rebounded by Nathan Nowak for the Bruins. McKinney feeds it right to the floor to Hunter Haas. He tipped it and it goes out of bounds. McKinney zipped that one, and Haas just couldn't seem to control it, and it sailed out. And out to the right wing on top, it's Ryan Robinette. And Robinette to the left wing. Pass on top. Over to the right side. And he'll skip it to the left wing. It's Dalton Deno. Deno finds lane. He'll drive in. Crazy reverse layup. Nowhere near the backboard or the rim. Rebounded by Adam Nolde, and Nolde was fouled. So Adam Nolde. Dalton Deno picking up his first, team's first on Escanaba. With 1:41 to go in this third quarter. It's actually Justin Popelka, I'm sorry, not Schlingvogt. And Popelka will lean in and make the free throw. 41-28, Menominee on top. 44 seconds to go, third quarter. Climbing and checking next dead ball for the Maroons. Nowak over to Haas. Haas gets a pick from Nolde, now back on top to Adam. Nolde checks right, he'll drive left, little jump stop in the lane. Now Nolde's little floater, no good. Gets his own rebound though, and they'll float it over to Hunter Haas. Haas will now drop back for the Maroons to give it to McKinney. 26 seconds to go here in this third quarter. And Marcus McKinney will drop back between the wheels. 41-28, the Menominee Maroons are on top of the Escanaba Eskimos still. McKinney just running the clock down. They'll go for last shot here. And now it'll be McKinney. Still looking around, down to 10 seconds. Down to 9, now make it 8. McKinney to the right wing. He'll hand it off to Nolde. And Adam Nolde looks left, now he'll drive right. Nolde does a little move. Step back three for Adam. No good. Matthias aboard the tip. It's in there! The officials are looking at themselves. Are they going to count it? They don't know if they want to count it here yet or not. Yep, it's in there. What a way to finish with Tanner Matthias. A tip to drop it in. Menominee on top, 43-28. End of 3. Back after this.
Renza & Zach, your local Tempstar dealer. Experts in heating, cooling, and sheet metal. Fully insured in Michigan and Wisconsin. For your residential, commercial, and light industrial needs. Serving all brands. Installation in new construction and remodels. Along with preventative furnace and air conditioner maintenance. 24-hour emergency service available. Check out their website to see a full list of services offered at menzaandzac.com. Located at 60 Water Street in Marinette.
Go west on 180 at the holiday to save on cars and trucks every day. You're sure to save a bundle when you take that drive west on 180 to the riverside. You get to the roundabout, make sure you yield. Don't go straight cause it's all cornfields. Just turn left when you see that sign. Come on in to Riverside. We'll find what you're looking for. Just show up at our front door. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks. No overhead seats, you big bucks. Come take a ride. If you dare out with the cows in the country air, you save big money on your next ride when you see your friends at Riverside. From the west, take 64 until you get to our front door in Marinette. You're sure to save a bundle when you take that drive. One way or another, get to Riverside. One way or another, get to Riverside.
All right, back at it right here in your Bay Cities Radio Down. Josh Kellner with you. Starting this fourth quarter, Menominee on top, 43-28. Marcus McKinney now topside for the Maroons. He'll drive to the free throw line, pass over to the corner, and we have a whistle call on the pass from Marcus McKinney. Again, 43-28 to Menominee on top here in this fourth quarter. They call Logan Lamb for his first personal foul. Team's second on the Eskimos. Inbound pass to Kleiman to Nowak. Low post left side. Nowak, little turnaround jumper, spin out the front of the rim. Couldn't get it to drop in. 15-point lead for the Maroons, 43-28. And trying to drive the length of the floor. The left-handed layup, no good for Willett. And rebounded by Menominee's Kleiman again. All that pass to McKinney. And head coach Pete Percolosi wants to take a timeout down below. 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well back after this.
Federal Credit Union, we're proud you put your trust in us. We belong to you, and that's a plus. At Integra First, you will see, we'll take good care of you and your family, enhancing lives one member at a time. Integra First, Federal Credit Union.
And back at it right here in your hometown radio station, 103.7 FM, WHYB, Menominee and Marinette, and BayCitiesOnline.com. That timeout call down below, 43-28. Menominee on top of Escanaba. I have Matthias for 13. And after the timeout called by head coach Pete Percolosi, the Maroons will inbound underneath their own basket. And Nolde to trigger it in. Nolde will feed Matthias. Matthias couldn't get the lay in to go. Short-armed in. It's rebounded by the Eskimos. Now they're running right to the floor. Van Effen picks up on the right wing. He'll skip it over to Robinette. Head fake and a quick three up. No good. Rebound Adam Nolde high in the air for the Menominee Maroons. And Nolde coming up center of the floor for Menominee. He'll look over to the right side of McKinney to the right corner. McKinney will drill it right back on top, and they'll run the offense. And Marcus McKinney now over to the right side is Caleb Kleiman. And Kleiman will feed Matthias. Matthias leans in. No good again. Miss another bounty, but it's tipped over to Adam Nolde. And Nolde pulls up for a 6-foot jumper. No good. Rebounded by Tyler Willett. And Willett running right side of the floor now for the Eskimos. 6:35 to go in this game. Robinette drives baseline. Shots up, and it's good by Ryan Robinette for his fourth point. Levi Kempka to check in next set ball for the Maroons. And Marcus McKinney coming up topside. And McKinney slowing it down to the right wing. He'll pick it up now, find Adam Nolde to the right corner. Adam Nolde drives to the free throw line. Nice feed to Matthias. Matthias head fake. One shot's up, and it's blocked. This time it goes over to Logan Lamb. Lamb center of the floor. All the pass over to Robinette now. Quick release three for Robinette. No good. Rebound being fought for the Eskimos. Tyler Willett came out of nowhere. Willett then drives right back in and lays it up there. He's got 8 points for the Eskimos. 11-point lead for Menominee. Under 6 minutes to go in this game. McKinney topside now. Caleb Kleiman. Kleiman, Nolde. Nolde, wide open three, right corner. Got it. 13 points now for Adam Nolde of the Menominee Maroons. 14-point lead. Behind the back, coming up, Ryan Robinette, guarded tightly by Marcus McKinney. McKinney will cut him off to the left wing. Now dropping back is Robinette, and Robinette between the circles. And he'll feed it left side to Logan Lamb. Lamb guarded tightly again by McKinney. The Maroons still in their 2-3 zone on top of Robinette now. Over to Lamb. Lamb takes it for a quick three-shot, rims out, no good. Matthias fighting for the rebound. He saves it over to Marcus McKinney before it went out of bounds. Nice effort that time. That been out by Matthias of the Menominee Maroons. Now Marcus McKinney to the right side. And dropping back is Marcus McKinney. And McKinney between the wheels to the right wing. He'll look left, drive right, tried to pass it down low to Matthias, and it was poked away. McKinney had a nice little lane. He wanted to dish it instead. Come up right side, spinning Robinette. That's a travel. Got away with that one. Way off on the shot. Offense, rebound, put back, no good, but a foul called. Into the line. They're going to call Caleb Kleiman, but free throws will be Tyler Willett to shoot two. And to the line, Willett. They'll square and release, and the first one is good. Hunter Haas and Levi Kempka checking into the game for Menominee. Marcus McKenney and Tanner Mathias will exit for the Maroons with 4:56 to go. Dalton Deno is going to enter the game. If Tyler Willett can make this one. And Willett's next free throw is no good. Rebound by Levi Kempka. Good job that time for Levi to go high in the air to pull that one down. All up pass to Kleiman. And Kleiman will direct some traffic between the wheels. And Caleb with 4:43 to go calls a play, working it over to Hunter Haas. And Haas now to Nolte left side. Adam Nolte feeds Levi Kempka low post left side. Kempka does move. Nice strong move to the hole. Lays it in. Nice move for Levi Kempka. 4 points tonight for Levi. 48-33 now. Menominee back on top by 15. They led it by as much as 17 in this game. Little crossover for Robinette. Guarded tell you by Nowak. And a quick pass down to the low post. Shots up and fall from behind again. Into the line. Free throws will be shot by Tyler Willett. Let's see who the guilty Maroon is this round. They are going to whistle Hunter Haas. Picking up his first, team's fourth. Check that, team's fifth. And the first free throw is up, and it is no good by Willett. Dalton Deno checking in, and now also William Baraboo checking in for the Eskimos. Logan Lamb will exit, and Justin Popelka will exit for Eski. So Tyler Willett to the line. He'll make it. And Kleiman will give it to Nolte. And Nolte will break the timeline. Jump pass over to Nathan Nowak. He'll feed it to Hunter Haas, left corner. Now to Kempka, low post left side. Kempka doesn't move again. And he wisely threw that one off of an Eskimo, we'll say. As he found himself below the basket, nearly falling out of bounds, and he just bounced it off of an Eskimo. And the Maroons will re-inbound underneath their own hoop with 4:04 to go. 48-34 Menominee. Adam Nolte to inbound it for Menominee. And Nolte will throw high on top to Nathan Nowak. Nowak zips it back over to Kempka. Levi finds a lane. Levi drives hard. Left hand, no good. Pass is foul. Couldn't get it to drop in. Is heavily contested, and the Eskimos come out of the pile with it. Coming up strong as Tyler Willett. Willett pass everybody. A little floater off the glass, and it's good. No one picked up Willett, who now has 12 points for the Eskimos. 12-point lead for Menominee. Levi Kempka all alone underneath the basket. He'll catch the feed from Nolte. They'll head to the floor, and it's good. Full court press applied now by Menominee. As Ryan Robinette has it cut off by Nowak. He'll force it back on top now to Deno. Deno picks it up, feeds it to the top of the key. It's Willett. Willett drives in. Now over to for a three for Robinette. No good. Rebounded by Levi Kempka. That was a deep three on that right wing. And Caleb climbing out between the wheels. And Caleb feeds Haas. Hunter Haas looks left. He'll drive to the right side. A little finger roll for Haas is good. Nice strong move for Hunter to drop it in. Hunter Haas, 16 points tonight for Menominee. 16-point lead for the Maroons, 52-36. 3 minutes remaining in the game. And Ryan Robinette across the timeline, right side of the floor. And I have a foul called on the floor. Two there, listen. Nathan Nowak. Nowak must have been going for the steal and got him on the hand. His first, team's sixth on Menominee. Logan Lamb checking into the game for the Eskimos. William Baraboo will exit. And Ryan Robinette will have it. Now back in top, they'll find Dano. And calling a play with the left hand is Robinette. Under 3 minutes remaining. Menominee on top, 52-36. They'll feed it over to the right side. It's Willett. Now it's Dano. Dano drives in. Hook pass over to Robinette to the top of the key. Against the Maroon 2-3 zone. Zip pass down low. Knocked away by the Maroons, but it goes over to an Eskimo player. Then Levi Kempka steals it right back. So the Maroons now have it with Caleb Kleiman across that timeline. 2:25 to go. Kleiman over to Haas. Haas out to Nolte left wing. Adam Nolte. He'll come around the perimeter now and slow things down a little bit. Nolte feeds Haas to the left side. They'll feed Kempka again. Low post left side. Levi doesn't move. Another strong move again off glass. I'm going to say he fouled. Must have dragged that pivot foot. Levi Kempka doing a lot down below. TJ Schlangvogt checking in after that Maroon turnover. And the dead ball exiting is going to be Logan Lamb. And now coming up is going to be Ryan Robinette. And he will feed Schlangvogt. Schlangvogt will spin. Now back on top to Ryan Robinette. Still trying to break that timeline as he went backwards. And he'll zip it now as he'll center the floor. And an over and back violation. As he threw it to Tyler Willett, the Maroon defense being very pesky on this full court press with 2 minutes remaining in the game. 52-36. Menominee on top. Timeout down below. We'll take one as well. Back after this in your Bay City's radio dial.
From the family of the longest-lasting, most dependable full-size pickups on the road, your next Silverado can be found at Kane. 96 years and tested over millions of miles, Silverado now combines proven power with unparalleled V8 fuel economy and unmatched full-size pickup quietness with tough-as-nails ruggedness. At Kane, we call it Silverado. You'll call it your next truck. Find your Silverado at the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay, KaneGM.com, O'Connell, and Marinette.
Esser Glass of Menominee has over 100 years of experience in the glass business. Visit the glazing contractors at Esser's for all your glass needs, such as general glass replacement in windows and frames, custom mirrors, insulated glass units, screen replacement, or frameless glass shower doors. Esser Glass is proud to be a Menominee Maroon sponsor in the community. Esser Glass at 821 7th Street in Menominee.
And back at it right here in your hometown radio station, 103.7 FM WHYB, Menominee and Marinette, and BayCitiesOnline.com. After the timeout, Caleb Kleiman has it on the baseline. Now he'll drop back. Had a nice lane, but drop back to run some clock down with the Maroons on top by 16, 52-36. Kemka to the left corner. Now Nathan Nowak. Nowak finds the lane, nearly lost it, but it goes over to Kemka, now to Nolde. They rotate things to Kleiman. Now back over to Adam Nolde. And Nolde finds Kemka on top to Nowak. 90 seconds to go in the game. Caleb Kleiman now back on top to Nolde. Good ball movement by the Menominee Maroons to run this clock down. Haas now Kleiman left lane. Levi Kemka low post left side. Levi is double teamed. Now he'll work it back on top to Kleiman. And Caleb Kleiman will dribble now back on top. He'll find Hunter Haas. 1:17 to go in the game. Kemka low post left side. Levi works it on top to Nowak. Now to Kleiman. Kleiman is now finally fouled with the Escanaba Eskimos only having 2 team fouls called to them. They have to do a lot to foul. And they're going to whistle this one on Dalton Deno, his second, team's third. And so the Maroons just inbound on the far side of the buck 10 remaining. And Nowak will work it in. They'll find Kleiman now over to Nathan Nowak. They'll feed it to Haas, left corner. Haas drives baseline. He'll drive all the way in for the layup, and he missed the bunny with 63 seconds to go. Had a nice look at it. Why not? And the Eskimos now will hop across with under a minute remaining. 16-point Maroon lead. And Ryan Robinette now will feed left side to Dalton Deno. And Deno around the perimeter. And he'll feed it over to the right side. Head fake 3. Now down low to Willett. Willett low post right side. He'll lead in and score. It's good. And now a timeout call by head coach Tracy Hudson of the Eskimos with 45 seconds to go. Timeout down below. I'll take one as well. Back after this.
Looking for a credit union that truly cares about you and the community you live in? Then you ought to stop and see the folks at Bayshore Credit Union. Membership is open to anyone living or working in Marinette, Menominee, and Oconto counties. Whether it's everyday banking, a new auto loan, new mortgage, even a consolidation loan, they can help. And it's never too early to start establishing good credit. Bayshore Credit Union, located at 1514 Cleveland Avenue, Marinette. They're looking forward to meeting you.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that makes people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Tony Furton focuses on how benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Tony Furton in Menominee at 906-863-4464 and put the life back in life insurance.
Well, 45 seconds left in this one.
Prestige
with the
Auto
Menominee Maroons on top of the Escanaba Eskimos, 52-38. And a full court press applied by Escanaba. The Maroons will look to break it. Climbing over to Nowak. Nowak looks over to Adam Nolde as they break the press very nicely. Adam Nolde coming up now. Nolde's going to keep it, try to dribble around, and let them foul him. No one wants to. Nolde feeds Nowak. Now back on top to Kemka. Good job, and Kemka brings it right back on top. Climbing over to Nolde. And Nolde between the wheels, and they're not going to foul. They only have 3 team fouls. It'd take a lot with 23 seconds to go. Menominee on top, 52-38. Pass now over to Nolde. Nolde to the right wing. He'll feed it back over to Kleiman. 16 seconds to go. Down on the 15. Kleiman finds lane. He'll drive in. He lost the ball, and it goes over to Escanaba. Well, that feeds over to Van Effen. Van Effen lays it in. Van Effen for 2. 6 seconds remaining. Nolde now. Nolde will just hop across the timeline. He will hold it for the Menominee Maroons. This one will end with Menominee on top by a dozen. Good game by the Menominee Maroons. Get their first Great Northern Conference win of 52-40. All right, take a break. We'll add them up. Come back with the post-game shot for this in your Bay Cities radio dial.
Body and Truck Repair has over 25 years of experience to make your repairs fast, easy, and worry-free. With around-the-clock towing, electronic estimating, early drop-off, pickup, delivery, and the comfort of knowing Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair is an I-CAR Gold Class shop, one of only 25 in the state, located on the corner of Highway 64 and 180 in Marinette. Call 715-732-4544. That's 715-732-4544 to get your estimate today. Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair. They take the worry out of your collision repair. Stop in at Colonel K's Pasties to get a taste of the UP. Choose from their large variety of delicious homemade pasties, fresh or frozen, homemade soups made daily, coffee of the day, and their amazing soft serve ice cream. Make Colonel K's your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Dine in, pick up, or drive through. You can't go wrong when you choose Colonel K's. Colonel K's Pasties, located on 10th Street in Menominee. The friendly food shaped like a smile. Stop in and pick up or drive through today.
Farmers and Merchants Bank and Trust offers a variety of loan programs, vehicle loans, personal loans, and commercial loans. They do real estate mortgages, offer home equity options, and work with government loan programs. Farmers and Merchants Bank and Trust is here to serve you in 3 locations: Ludington Street in Marinette, Roosevelt Road in Marinette, and Highway 141 in Crivets. They can show you how to make your banking life easier, save you time, and save you money. Contact them today. Farmers and Merchants Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Where can you go to get a bite to eat before or after the game? Dexter's. Dexter's in Menominee has enough seating for the whole team and a menu to fit everyone's taste and appetite. Or call ahead and take your order to go. Dexter's looks forward to seeing you this year. Good luck to all M&M sports participants. Dexter's, located on 10th Avenue in Menominee. Check out their menu online at dextersrestaurantonline.com and like us on Facebook.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject. I'm State Farm Agent Brent Merritt, and that's why I focus on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on, by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance, or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brent Merritt, serving Wisconsin and Michigan.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Let me tell you, Advanced Motors, located in Coleman, has AMSOIL for all your motorcycle, ATV, marine, and vehicle needs. AMSOIL, the first in synthetics. Are you or your student moving? Advanced Motors, a U-Haul dealer, also carries packing and moving supplies for all your needs. Stop in or call today at 920-897-2677. That's 920-897-2677. That's right.
And back at it right here in your hometown radio station, 103.7 FM WHYB, Menominee and Marinette, and BayCitiesOnline.com. Josh Kellner along with you here again this evening. The Menominee Maroons victorious over the Escanaba Eskimos, 52-40. The Maroons lost the junior varsity contest, 35-33 earlier this evening. All right, let's see how we got here. We'll start off first with the visiting team tonight, the Escanaba Eskimos. How did they get their 40 points tonight? Leading the way for them, Tyler Willett finished with 14. Then it drops down to 9 for Dan Van Effen. After that, 4 tonight for Ryan Robinette. 5 actually for Justin Popelka, missed him. Then 3 for Logan Lamb, and 3 for Dalton Deno, and 2 for Gavin Peacock. Let's take a look for the Menominee Maroons. How did they get their victorious 52 points today? Leading the way for them tonight, Hunter Haas. Haas finished with 16 points. 13 apiece for Adam Nolde and Tanner Mathias. 6 tonight for Levi Kempka, and 4 for Caleb Kleiman. Again, the final score, 52-40. The Menominee Maroons victorious over the Escanaba Eskimos. Next up for Escanaba, they will host the Sioux next Tuesday. And next up for Menominee, they're going to host Marquette on Friday for a 6:30 tip-off. Catch that game right here on your Bay Cities radio dial. I actually have a girls basketball game for you coming up on a Thursday, with the Menominee Lady Maroons will be in Stevenson to take on the Eagles. So we'll be broadcasting that one, and the girls will be in action again tomorrow, also hosting Green Bay West. So lots of basketball action coming up around the Menominee area. So home game tonight, home game tomorrow for the girls. The girls then in Stevenson, just down the road on Thursday, and then the Menominee Maroon boys back in action again hosting Marquette on Friday. Again, the final score 52-40 as head coach Pete Percolosi is out of the locker room, here to join me again this evening. And, well, Coach, thanks a lot for joining me. Congratulations on the first Great Northern Conference win of the season.
Thanks.
Yeah, fun game to watch out there. Hunter Hass at one point was quietly at 9 points. He finished the game with 16 points, but an all-around team effort. It could have been a lot more. Some missed bunnies down the stretch, but either way, you have to be happy getting the W tonight.
We are. I don't think we played our best game, but the win by 12, very happy with that. Good execution. We got a lot of easy shots that we missed, and we were put those in most of the time. So the execution was there. We call that the $100 play and a 1-cent shot. We had about 3 in a row that were bunnies, and then we had a few tip-ins, but you talk about Hunter, very aggressive going to the hole tonight, and did a good job offensively.
Yeah, another person who's being very aggressive, really turning things on, is Levi Kemka. People don't realize he's only, 6 feet taller, 6'2", but he plays a lot taller than that, and just creating space and making things happen down below.
Right, and Levi got 2 fouls in the first half, so when you get in foul trouble, you kind of get out of whack, and I think he was, and same with Marcus. He had 2 fouls early, and he could have 2 fouls earlier. He's reaching. We don't want to start the game with fouls, and we started the game with a foul right off the bat, and then he gets a second one. That hurts, and he has to learn to do a little bit better job. We are extending the court, but overall, when you have 3 guys in double digits, you got to be happy with that. I thought that we, it's great to get the first conference win.
Yeah, it sure is. You speak of 3 guys in double figures. One of them off the bench was Tanner Mathias, finished with 13 points. But defensively and actually on the boards, he had a double-double last game. I'm sure he's probably close to that again tonight.
Well, I'll see about the boards. I know he was cleaning up there. He got a little tired there, and we wanted to get him out, but there was a 2-minute stretch where nothing was called, and he was tanked, and we just couldn't get him out. And he said, "I need one." I said, "Well, we're trying to get you one, but no whistles." Put it this way, there were whistles when I didn't know why there were whistles, and there were whistles different tonight.
I have to
agree with you there. A lot of traveling that I didn't see.
Yeah, there was a few, and there was one that I questioned when Hunter Hass, he made a 3, but they whistled it off because Tanner got called for a foul, and the shot was in the air. I don't know what happened with that play. Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might get fined.
Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. But,
he said he told the guy to knock it off, and he said, "Tanner, need him." I said, "Yeah." So he said it was a late whistle. Well, the basket should have counted.
That's what I thought. I was waiting for the basket to count because of when the whistle came in.
It was a 3.
Yeah, it was a 3. It was a nice one.
And then, I thought, we don't have many guys with good footwork down the post, and I thought Levi had a nice move up and under. He kept the same pivot foot, and they called it traveling there.
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking at the traveling call a lot, I don't know.
Yeah,
I hate that call.
Sometimes it happens where it's not called. Actually, that happens actually more often when they're traveling. Don't call it, but either way, it's in the books. You guys win today, and you host Marquette coming up on Friday for a 6:30 start. So another great Northern Conference game. It's nice that it's going to be at home.
Right, it is. And if you're looking at common opponents, Marquette beat Escanaba by 30 at Escanaba. So Marquette's lost 4 players, but I'll tell you what, they're really scrappy and they play hard, and we have to definitely play better Friday night. Otherwise, we won't come out with a victory because Marquette is going to come after us.
Well, it should be a pretty loud crowd on Friday night. People like to come out and watch your Maroons at home on Friday evenings, especially with it being a Great Northern Conference game. There'll be no girls game, and the band should be here as well.
Yeah, it really is nice when the pep band there in a different atmosphere. It was really nice to see.
And they did a great job tonight, too. Just that high school atmosphere is here, and I think they're going to be here for all the conference games. So it'll be nice coming up on Friday. So, Coach, thanks a lot for joining me. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Okay,
we'll talk to you
thanks
Friday
a lot,
night.
Josh.
All right, head coach Pete Percolosi joining me here in the postgame show on a nice win, 52-40, as they get the victory. They'll host Marquette on Friday. Again, Hunter Hass with 16 points tonight, and 13 for Nolde and 13 for Mathias, and then 14 for Tyler Willett. All the Escanaba Eskimos coming up tomorrow. All right, that about wraps it up. 14 for Tyler Willett, and the Eskimos will host the Sioux next Tuesday. The Maroons will host Marquette on Friday. Girls basketball action tomorrow. They host Green Bay West right here from Menominee High School, so come out and cheer on your Menominee Lady Maroons. Hey, thank you to Joey back in the studio for putting us on the air and keeping us on the air again tonight. Good job back there, Joey. And I'll talk to you again on Thursday from Stevenson, where the girls are going to be in Stevenson. The game will be right here as well. And the boys, of course, that game will be here also. So I'm Josh Kellner. Have yourself a great start to your work week. I'll talk to you on Thursday right here again on your hometown radio station, 103.7 or BayCitiesOnline.com.